everybody. Welcome to Chiller Chat. I am Bryan Hogue, and I'm accompanied here tonight by my beautiful bride, Ava Hogue.
Hi.
Chiller Chat was on the very second episode of Sleepy Hollow Theater, which is now known as ChillerNight Theater. And over the years, we've had guests on the show. We've interviewed guests like Chili Billy Cardell, Tom Savini, nationally known paranormal investigator Stan Gordon. We have had John Russo, Russ Striner, George Cassana from Night of Living Dead on the show. We've had Jim Crut on the show, who was the helicopter zombie from Dawn of the Dead. We went to Jim's house.
Oh,
to
yeah,
film
Gettysburg.
In Gettysburg. So that was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
We had my favorite wrestler growing up as a kid, the Masked Superstar. Yeah, we had him on the show.
That was fun because I was giving him shots for my bridal shower.
Yeah.
My bachelorette party.
Yeah, we were having Jello shots before we started that interview. Tonight we have Ava. So Ava, we're here to talk to you. Okay. Finally, I finally got her on Chiller Chat as a guest. So let's talk about your character on ChillerNight Theater, which is our companion show. It's a hosted horror show hosted by Jack Shadow. But tell us about the character that you play.
Well, I play a witch, and I'm the mystical being that lives inside the castle who does mischievous things to different characters. And I just have a lot of fun doing potions and being a little fill-in.
Okay, now you've been this character for quite some time on the show, since the beginning. Let's tell our audience, I'll say audience because they could be listeners or viewers depending on what you're watching this on, but how this all got started. Let's go back to the beginning.
To the haunted house?
In the beginning, sure. Let's go to the haunted house.
Well, I was asked by my brother-in-law if I wanted to volunteer. And because the city was bringing in a haunted house.
Okay, this is in Oil City.
In Oil City, Pennsylvania. And I said, yeah, it sounds fun as long as I can be a witch. And next thing you know, I get a phone call from you asking if I was interested in being a witch. And I said, of course. So there, I showed up. I helped one of the nights putting it together. And then opening night, I met you.
Yes, you did. And this was back in 2007. I don't think that was mentioned, but back in 2007, Ava shows up. I meet her that night as the witch, and she meets me that night as Jack Shadow. And so
never really getting to see what she really looked like.
Well, now you had a different image of what. You thought I was going to be totally different than what I appeared to be.
Yeah, dark hair, grungy looking, maybe some tattoos.
Painted
fingernails. And here he was clean cut, blonde hair, no tattoos, visible. 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 Just a very nice, well-rounded man.
Then we did the haunted house season that year, and prior to us doing the haunted house, I was contacted by I had contacted the local TV station and proposed the idea for a hosted horror show. And right after the haunted house, I said, I don't want to do it now because I'm too busy with the haunted house. And then afterwards, we were going to start on the show. Now I had met you, and so now we were going to have your witch character on the show as well, which that's how that got started. So, we've been doing this for quite a while, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So
a neat little tidbit, too. As we're doing a publicity walk for the haunted house around the Brody's block where the haunted house was, he was explaining to me that one of his ancestors from Salem was hung during the witch mass hysteria in 1692. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Mm-hmm. I go, because I have the same heritage in my family. I am the 8th direct descendant of Rebecca Nurse, who was hung in Salem in 1692 during that witch mass hysteria. And who knows? Maybe, here we are so many generations later and we meet.
Maybe our ancestors were friends.
Yeah.
Maybe we have. I don't know. Who knows?
I hope we're not family.
I don't know.
But it's so long ago, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah,
so.
300 years or so.
Yeah.
You're all right.
But who would have thought?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my background on that is. I've always heard this growing up that on my grandmother's side, their descendants came over on the Mayflower, and you have that as well.
Yes.
And so I don't know. It'd be interesting to check. I know you're looking into that, right?
Right. I just did a DNA test.
Yeah, and I want to see how this works, with Ava, and then I'm gonna try it out. So I don't know. It'd be really interesting to see how that works.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
You have you've played the witch, and then you've also been on Chiller Chat since the very beginning. We went to the Knickerbocker Hotel in Linesville, Pennsylvania together.
Yes, that was fun.
We had a paranormal investigation team on the very first interview segment.
Are you able to show clips from that by chance?
I am. In fact, while we're talking, we're gonna discuss the signature ending of every show that we do. That has you being clunked on the head with a beam of wood. And we've never explained, I don't think we've ever explained it except for the episode that it was actually on, like way back 10 years ago. But could you tell our audience what exactly that is?
It's part of the headboard of some sort. It was all done in complete pitch black, and they had the night vision on the camera. And I'm shocked they caught it, but I no sooner crawled on this bed in this room and got comfortable when the headboard just came down out of nowhere and clunked me right in the head during the paranormal investigation.
And what you got to understand, it was completely dark. I mean, completely dark in these rooms.
Yeah, I had no idea it was coming down on me.
You're seeing kind of a greenish tint, what the night vision cameras are picking up, but there was really very little for us to see anything. And I don't think I was in the room at the time that happened, or was I?
No, you had to work a different shift, and you were downstairs sleeping.
I was there. You
were there
night.
for most of the time. It was just that time there you had to get some sleep.
The paranormal investigation team, this was on the 3rd floor, was it not?
Yes.
They were hearing the sound. Yeah, sure, we'll tell. They were hearing the sound, okay? And that's what you're
growling of some sort, and we didn't know what it was.
Well, take us through that, because this is actually your experience, so share.
So we hear something, and we automatically get, what are those called, those EVTs, or those little monitors that you can check the scale. Well, we went to see if we could locate the sound and where it was coming from. So we rushed down to the bottom floor, and here it was Bryan snoring. We thought we had something.
I was out. I was laying on some kind of couch or something. But
yeah, it was funny.
I mean, we left there at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, it was later than that.
3:30 maybe. I don't know. But here's the thing. I had to get up at 5 in the morning to go to work. So the things that we did and still do for the show must go on, I guess. So
must go on.
Yeah, but you've had a lot of fun over the years. We both
definitely
have really enjoyed doing the show, ChillerNight Theater, or Sleepy Hollow Theater as it was called. What's your thoughts on doing the show? I mean, yeah.
Oh, I find it exciting. I enjoy it, and I back this up 100%. It's just very entertaining and fun, and keeps you on your toes. Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. Well, now we're entering into a new kind of chapter for the show, ChillerNight Theater. And speaking of ChillerNight Theater, we'll talk about that coming up here, but speaking of ChillerNight Theater, tomorrow night on ChillerNight Theater on Stream TV, Jack Shadow will be hosting the movie called Atom Age Vampire, so don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
You will freeze as you watch a warped scientist become transformed into a godless beast when his bloody scalpel probes the forbidden secrets of a woman's flesh. In Atom Age Vampire, you will flame to the stark ritual of a beautiful girl's last searing dance. as tragedy forever mars her loveliness, leaving her to face a world of terror.
I give you my word that I will restore your face, restore all your beauty.
You will cringe as the demented doctor experiments with a girl's trusting innocence. But to possess the living miracle wrought by his twisted genius, he must forever sacrifice his soul to the cunning gods of evil.
A transplant directly from another human being.
A mad creature born of the atomic age, now shackled to a world of rotting bodies and violent death. A sadist, a criminal, a depraved animal, more ferocious than Jekyll, more monstrous than Frankenstein, more bloody than Dracula.
Fire a volley through the window pane.
You will gasp as lust and madness stalk the dark and screaming night in Atom Age Vampire.
Chiller Night, The Spirit of Halloween, a young reader's book written by Jennifer Sadler, is the first of the Chiller Night series featuring Jack Shadow. 5 teenagers head out for a night of trick-or-treating, but lose themselves in a dimension of horror. Now they race against the clock to save their souls from the spirit of Halloween himself, Jack Shadow. This All Hallows Eve fantasy is a thrill a minute, and the first in a new series of Halloween fun and fright. Take a step back in time through the veils between the living and the dead with Chiller Night, The Spirit of Halloween. Cover art by Rick Whitlow. Illustrations by Scott Lubin. Chiller Night, The Spirit of Halloween is available to purchase on Amazon.com or get your copy at ChillerNightTheater.com. That's ChillerNightTheater.com. ChillerNightTheater.com. Watch Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat every Saturday night on Stream TV. Chiller programming airs every Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. through 3 a.m. Watch Jack Shadow host classic and not so classic horror and science fiction films of yesteryear on Chiller Night Theater. Then Bryan Hogue hosts Chiller Chat, the weekly talk show that discusses paranormal activities, horror and science fiction movies, and mysteries beyond. If you like horror, science fiction, and the paranormal, Stream TV is the channel to watch every Saturday night. Go to streammedia.tv, that's streammedia.tv, to connect to Stream TV's Roku channel. Or watch Chiller programming online on Chiller Night Theater's YouTube channel, or at ChillerNightTheater.com. That's ChillerNightTheater.com. ChillerNightTheater.com. All right, folks, looks like a good one, huh? Don't miss Chiller Night Theater tomorrow night. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And where can you watch it? Let me tell you. You can go to Stream TV. That's streammedia.tv. Go to the website. You can either watch it online, or you can click and connect to the Roku channel, Stream TV's Roku channel. Watch it on your TV. Or you can watch it on YouTube, Chiller Night Theater's YouTube channel. So you've got plenty of options. Stream TV,
Plenty of options.
Plenty. There's no excuse for not watching Chiller Night Theater. And there's even more of a no excuse if that's don't miss it. And don't miss Chiller Chat tomorrow night as well, where guest host Luke Rio from Lightning Strike Productions will be interviewing me, the host, a regular host, Bryan Hogue, for Chiller Chat.
So don't miss it.
Yeah, just don't miss it. I mean, that's the message that we're trying to convey here. Plenty of, in fact, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put a link to streammedia.tv in the description below.
So it'll be right there.
Yes, you have no excuse, and we've covered that plenty of times. So we're just really hitting the point home. So, but now we are now entering into kind of a new phase with Chiller Night Theater, and also with Chiller Chat with Stream TV and associated with Lightning Strike Productions. They are helping us kind of embellish the show with new lighting and look and sound. Let's talk about some of the things you've done for the show over the years. You've actually gone out and interviewed people on my behalf because I couldn't make it all the time.
The haunted house owners.
Yeah, that you talked to the haunted house owners in Sharon, and went and did. We were doing like a haunted happenings for that.
Yeah, that's it. Haunted
October.
happenings.
Yeah. But you went out and you interviewed the haunt owner. I forget his name, but they were talking about the haunted house and stuff like that. But so it was kind of neat. And then you've also sat in you and Sean Bakto. You were hosting Chiller Chat when we had Orpit back on. And they were talking about the...
I've just been through it. I've been through it all. It's kind of hard to say what, and when, but...
But both you and Sean interviewed Orpit, and so that was kind of neat. So
it was fun.
Okay, and we're back. We're back, and we just noticed that the microphone was under Ava's chin this whole time, so sorry about that. This is the first time we're filming it as
together too.
Together, yes, in this way, in the way that we're presenting it to you now. Normally, we're in a TV studio, so
this is the very first one
of the podcast. Yes. Now this is kind of neat too because it's a lot easier for me to do it this way because I'll have guests on the show, either like Ava's sitting here with me now. Or we'll have them call in and we can take phone guests. So if you want to be on the show for us to talk about anything from, obviously this is one of our more lighthearted episodes, but
just to kick it off.
The big send off. But we'll actually be talking about paranormal activities, and we have a guest coming up very soon next week, who will be talking about his experiences with UFO sightings over the years. So,
that sounds interesting.
It was very interesting. I talked to him briefly yesterday, to talk about being on the show, and he was sharing some of his stories with me, and I'm very much looking forward to having him on the program. We'll be going to the paranormal conference coming up here on April 28th, Saturday, April 28th. And I'll have information about that on the screen as well. And we'll be meeting a lot more of the people interested in paranormal activities and UFO investigations, ghost investigations, and also Bigfoot investigations. We'll be probably even going out and accompanying.
I look forward to that.
People on Bigfoot hunts. So there's a very active group in Butler County, so I'm looking forward to that. Now you have an interesting theory about Bigfoot.
Yeah, I do. Something with the trees, and I think they live underground.
You think they live underground?
I do think they live underground.
Now, what do you think a Bigfoot is? Do you think, first of all, do you believe in Bigfoot? Do you think
prehistoric human?
Okay, and you think that they're really out there?
I don't know. I want to believe. I do. Yeah. It's like another mystical being out there. I just want to keeps things exciting. I don't know. Yeah. I've never seen one, but
well, maybe you will if we go out with these groups.
Maybe.
So, but we'll be.
Well, where do you think they come from?
First of all, I'm not sure if Bigfoot does exist. I would need a little bit more than what I've seen.
Oh, you're trying to set me.
No, but I'm a little bit more skeptical about things like that, but I do keep an open mind. I am much more apt to believe in UFOs and aliens.
How about chupacabras?
Chupacabra, maybe. I don't know. The chupacabra, I would think, that could just be something like a type of dog, species of dog that we, mangy dog, that we just we don't know about yet. I don't know. The world's a big place, and I can't believe that we have it all figured out just yet.
Right.
So, things like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, the Jersey Devil.
Chupacabra.
Or the gnomes of California. That crick in California.
Yeah. I don't know. There are things out there that we definitely we can't have all the answers just yet. No. And I think it's the
Thunderbird even.
The Thunderbird. That's a very good. That's a good one. That's a good one because I don't know if I have to ask Stan Gordon when I talk to him next about those. I remember he brought those up the last time I talked to him, but I don't remember what he was telling me.
Well, yeah, I think it's just been in the 20th century where a 10-year-old boy was supposedly scooped up by one.
Wow. Now, the Thunderbirds, if you don't know, from my understanding of them, from what I'm trying to remember, is something that resembles a prehistoric bird, you know,
Like
with
a
the wing.
pterodactyl.
Yeah, with the wingspan of like 12 feet or something like that, or 15 feet, and I don't know.
And the wings, when they flap, are supposed to sound like thunder.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's the term, Thunderbirds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it'll be interesting. We'll be going out. We'll be trying our hardest to hook up with these people and go out and accompany them on their investigations, whether that be paranormal with ghost hunts, actually going out in the woods,
Yeah.
you know, with them on a Bigfoot hunt, and also what's left, the UFOs. Maybe we'll go out with a group for trying to spot a UFO. All kinds of stuff.
We'll be on scene. I think that's the exciting part, is we're willing to go out on the scene, too.
We did a lot of that when we first started Chiller Chat.
Yeah.
We did. We'd just pick up. We went with Orpit to Gettysburg. We filmed a documentary that aired that year in 2009 on Halloween night. And so that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. What do you think about all this over the
I'm
years?
excited. I'm excited. And like I said, it's been fun. Who else can say this is what they do?
Yeah, yeah. We have other jobs, mind you, but I mean, this has been something that we have been very active in and very passionate about, and it just makes life a lot more interesting. Yeah, we have our regular jobs, but you know, over the years, I gotta say, you know, anybody who knows us as a couple knows how supportive Ava's been with my endeavors.
Correct.
You know.
And you've been also supportive with me, because I love making Zodiac candles.
Yeah. But, you know, there's that. There's making candles, and then there's making hosted horror shows. There's making an interview show, such as Chiller Chat, like we have now. Mm-hmm. Professional wrestling. We had a professional wrestling organization. I still do. I haven't shut it down, but I haven't had a show in a while because it's been...
He works the best when he has 5 plates spinning all at once.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we had the Dark Horse Championship Wrestling, and now you're not a big wrestling fan, but you did have fun.
I enjoyed the wrestlers. They make it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, they're very entertaining. But a lot of very good men and women who have come and participated on Dark Horse Championship Wrestling over the years. Have to get that started again.
Huh.
Not today or not tomorrow. But we've done that. We've also done the haunted houses over the years. Mm-hmm. We met in 2007. I started in 2006. And you were the witch in almost every one of those except for...
Your original first one in 2006?
Well, you're right. You weren't in that one. But then in 2008, you were like a nurse accompanying like a evil dentist or something, a doctor. So. And
even with the ChillerNight Theater, I wasn't Aura in the beginning. I was just...
Yeah, we weren't sure what you were.
Yeah.
You were just some other character.
Yeah. Lost my head.
Yeah, I guess you didn't get killed because these characters don't get killed necessarily, but they're you know, they can lose their head and still function somehow. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun over the years. Yeah. So, but hey, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up with Chiller Chat. Chiller Night: The Spirit of Halloween. A young reader's book written by Jennifer Sadler is the first of the Chiller Night series featuring Jack Shadow. 5 teenagers head out for a night of trick-or-treating, but lose themselves in a dimension of horror. Now they race against the clock to save their souls from the spirit of Halloween himself, Jack Shadow. This All Hallows Eve fantasy is a thrill a minute and the first in a new series of Halloween fun and fright. Take a step back in time through the veils between the living and the dead with Chiller Night: The Spirit of Halloween. Cover art by Rick Whitlow. Illustrations by Scott Lubin. Chiller Night, The Spirit of Halloween is available to purchase on Amazon.com or get your copy at ChillerNightTheater.com. That's ChillerNightTheater.com. ChillerNightTheater.com. Watch Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat every Saturday night on Stream TV. Chiller programming airs every Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. through 3 a.m. Watch Jack Shadow host classic and not so classic horror and science fiction films of yesteryear on Chiller Night Theater. Then Bryan Hogue hosts Chiller Chat, the weekly talk show that discusses paranormal activities, horror and science fiction movies, and mysteries beyond. If you like horror, science fiction, and the paranormal, Stream TV is the channel to watch every Saturday night. Go to streammedia.tv, that's streammedia.tv, to connect to Stream TV's Roku channel. Or watch Chiller programming online on Chiller Night Theater's YouTube channel, or at ChillerNightTheater.com. That's ChillerNightTheater.com. ChillerNightTheater.com. If you'd like to be a guest on Chiller Night Radio or Chiller Chat, contact Bryan Hogue at ChillerNightTheater.com. Just go to the contact page to submit your email. Topics include mysteries beyond, secret societies, horror and science fiction movies, paranormal investigations, and much more. To inquire about being a guest on the show, go to ChillerNightTheater.com to submit your request. Go to ChillerNightTheater.com. That's ChillerNightTheater.com. Okay, we're back, and we will be wrapping things up with tonight's episode of Chiller Chat.
And I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Yes, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and hope you've enjoyed what we've done all these years leading up to this. Sleepy Hollow Theater and Chiller Chat.
Chiller Chat and all the interviews, just the...
Yeah, Chiller Night Theater, and we'll talk about all the things
it's worked in the past.
Yeah, horror, science fiction, paranormal, comic books, movie reviews. We'll be doing movie
and if
reviews.
you guys can think of something, a topic, or you guys have a question, write to Bryan. Find him on Facebook, or what else? How can they?
They can find me on Facebook under Bryan Hogue, of course, and they can find me the Chiller Night Theater page on Facebook. You can message me, or you can go to ChillerNightTheater.com. That's Chiller. Well, it's right here at the on the bottom of the screen. But ChillerNightTheater.com. There's a contact section there. Just go to that part of the website, and you can email me. Tell us what you want to see, who you want us to talk to. We will have guests coming up.
Yeah, we'll try to get the guest on.
We've got psychic mediums that are scheduled. We've got UFO investigators. We got Stan Gordon, who's going to be on the show.
Yeah, I mean, just give us some feedback. Let us know.
Mm-hmm. Whether it be this Chiller Chat or
it's like Skype
or
type.
the TV show, right? So, thank you for joining us again tonight, and thank you,
Oh,
Ava,
you're welcome. It was a
very
pleasure.
much.
I enjoyed it.
We've had a lot of fun over the years,
Yes, we
and
have.
we'll have a lot of fun years to come with Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat and anything else we happen to come up with over the years. So with that, don't forget, watch Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat tomorrow night on Stream TV starting at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. it runs till 3 a.m. I mean, approximately 3 a.m. Sometimes longer than that.
Now, how does that
before
work? Is it reruns, or does it just keep? Is it different?
Tomorrow night's a new episode of Chiller Night Theater.
Okay.
Atom Age Vampire. Tomorrow night will be a repeat of Chiller Chat, where I'm actually the guest on my own show. Luke Rio, he thought of that idea, and so he said, I want to interview you. So that's what we did. So make sure.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he said, make sure you tune into that. And there are episodes just back and forth. You'll be seeing episodes of Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat from 9 p.m. until about 3 a.m. So every Saturday night on Stream TV. Tune in. Don't miss it.
And give us your feedback.
Yes, please do. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you
hit share,
subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll join you next time.
All right, see you, everyone.
Have a good night.